This time on Unexplained Caught on Camera.
Oh my God!
A Canadian couple explore an abandoned mansion
This was where things kind of took a turn.
that leaves them scared witless by a dark energy within.
Go.
Babe, are you still behind me?
In the UK, a pub poltergeist pushes a pint glass too far, leaving a worried landlord searching for answers.
I'd never seen anything like it before.
A man in Michigan is stalked by unknown beasts that surround his property,
All right, whatever you are, you need to leave.
and he even catches a creature on his roof.
Oh, damn.
All around the world, millions of people are capturing the unexplainable on their mobile phones and security cameras. In this series, we hear firsthand from the people involved.
I was terrified. I was upset.
I saw it, and I captured it on my camera.
Something was there, something was watching us.
What is that?
As we reveal the most remarkable,
I'm getting really dizzy.
spine-chilling, and unexplainable footage shot by you.
No, this is freaking me out.
Our experts will be watching along,
That is very odd.
What? Oh, wow.
trying to solve your unexplained mysteries.
When I see a really good piece of evidence, I get really excited because it's putting one more piece of the puzzle together.
I'm open-minded to the possibility, but as a hardcore skeptic, I will always turn to the natural explanations first.
I've been a medium all my life. I was born this way. I think there's so many things that we don't yet know, we don't understand, and we don't have enough knowledge about.
I've got well over 20 years' experience in the paranormal field. And as a technical investigator, I've seen, heard, and experienced things that are truly unexplainable.
This is Unexplained Caught on Camera. We start this episode in Nova Scotia, Canada. Nova Scotia is completely surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean and has a population of over 1 million citizens, including these two intrepid explorers.
My name is Chelsea, and I'm a paranormal investigator and a photographer.
And my name is Lamar, and I am a full-on paranormal researcher. When we first started this, we actually both started off exploring abandoned houses and kind of took it farther and started investigating these spots. Going in, experiencing it, setting up devices, and trying to talk to these entities. So it started off urban exploring, and then it just took a
turn. We kind of were looking into more like haunted or abandoned locations in the area. And there's been a lot of like rumors and a lot of stories about this one abandoned mansion in the woods. And she said a lot of the locals said that it's very haunted and that people always experience stuff when they go there.
God, it's raining right now.
I think the main entrance is there, though.
Let's go this way.
We don't know much about the location. It was a massive house. Like I think it was 8 bedrooms.
God, I feel so uneasy right now.
Have they not been out in the woods before?
I would not be hanging around in there.
What am I looking at?
So that's how we found it. We then went there. That's when it all started.
Thank you.
You weren't expecting much, and the unimaginable happened.
Give me the light.
We felt like someone was truly in there before we went. The whole entire feeling of the place was like it had a pulse. Like it just was alive. What? And it was something we've never experienced in our time doing this stuff. My back just feels like it's in pain.
Really?
Like hard. All right, we're gonna come upstairs now. my God. Like I felt my bag just literally, like my whole back just went like that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just really nervous. So we were actually exploring upstairs, and when we came back, I felt this shadowy presence around me. Someone's over top of me right now. Like literally. Oh, I'm getting really dizzy.
What's going on?
Give me a second. And right there, I stopped dead in my tracks. Dead. There's this really big burn. Like there's an actual burn. Like a...
Maybe you need to cut the cord.
Ow! The is that? Ow! I felt this burning sensation. It felt like someone took heated coil, like, you know, those ones in the cars, and just stuck it on my back. That?
What?
I feel a lump.
Jesus. 3 scratches.
You have 3 scratches.
Wow. That makes for frightening evidence.
Babe, you have 3.
Those are like claw marks.
What?
Babe, you have 3 scratches.
Are you serious right now?
Babe, those are like actually bad scratches.
Are you serious right now? I have scratches on my back.
You have 3.
And when you looked, there was 3 dark scratches. They look like full-on scars.
And he didn't believe me at first, so I had to take a picture with my phone.
We gotta get out of here.
Babe, I'm not kidding.
You're joking. All right, I'm getting out of here. It was the weirdest experience I've ever had in my life. Oh my God.
Like,
Here we go.
honestly, I was kind of in shock with everything going on, so I was trying my best to keep him calm. I didn't want to show whatever entity or dark spirit was there that we were scared, because they feed off of that. I just got him out of there as quick as I could. But it was honestly really scary.
We did not expect that.
Yeah.
In that moment, you know, I tried to, say, did I scratch my back on, let's say, a wall? Or did I scratch it, on like a door frame, or trying to like go through the bush or whatever? And nothing really made sense.
It's not very common at all to be physically touched, marked, or scratched by something unseen. I have only ever experienced it once personally, and it's terrifying.
We'd either say that this is maybe like a poltergeist activity, or it was, dare I say it, maybe demonic, something malevolent wanting to hurt him. If people are attacked by something malevolent and it causes something in a pattern of 3, that it's sort of a mocking of the Holy Trinity.
The 3 scratches symbolize everything that's evil. It symbolizes the devil. Imps like to scratch, and when an imp marks you, those 3 marks often look just like that.
Strange paranormal activity is being captured on camera all over the world. In the UK, in the market town of Nuneaton, you'll find an unassuming public house called the Coniston Tavern. A pub built in the 1960s, and no different to many pubs around the country. Except one thing. There's a spirit so strong here it's upsetting the regulars and making headlines in the national newspapers.
My name's Andrew Gadsby. I run the Coniston Tavern pub in the Nuneaton. I've lived on the estate all my life, and I've been coming to this pub since I was 18. It's a community pub. Everyone comes here at the weekends. I wouldn't say I believe in the paranormal myself, but from the stuff that's been happening in the pub, I am beginning to believe it a little bit more now. We have had drinks fall off the tables, but obviously we would expect that being in a pub. The first thing we captured was one of my good friends. He said that a glass fell off the table without anyone touching it. I checked back on the CCTV and I couldn't believe what I'd seen.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's unfortunate for his pint.
Whoa! He was not expecting that.
This is the table where it happened. The CCTV that caught it, we've got one there and we've got one up there. Me, myself, I'd never seen anything like it before. I mean, it took him by surprise as well. Yeah, well, at first I thought he'd obviously knocked it off himself, but when we looked further into it, we did think there was condensation under the glass. But then obviously when we looked closer, you could tell it wasn't condensation under the glass. I couldn't find any explanation to why it had happened. I didn't think it was paranormal, but we just had no explanation for it. But obviously from stuff that's happened further on, it's making us think a bit different.
The footage of the glass sliding off the table there is compelling, but I can't see the full picture. I don't fully know. I can't say whether it's paranormal or not.
When the pint slid off the table, I thought that would be the end of it. We didn't know what to expect next.
It's not just Nuneaton where pints are being pushed. Across the globe, security cameras are capturing the unexplainable in pubs and restaurants. In Bend, in Oregon, this bartender is closing down for the night. As he turns his back, something out of this world happens. This movement is clearly not natural, and that half-empty glass moves quite far along the bar. Perhaps this pushy poltergeist just wanted a refill. Back in the UK, in Morpeth, Northumberland, the staff at the Black and Grey pub are suffering paranormal activity almost every day. In one instance, a male member of the team is clearly struck by a broom, appearing to move on its own free will. Overnight this time, and a dark shadow is captured on the security cameras passing left to right. And finally, like a trick from the magic circle, a staff member holds aloft a pen. She was left shaken and stirred, just like how this boozy ghost likes their drinks. Over to Cardiff in Wales, and this pub manager was simply taking some time to herself during a busy shift, when suddenly... Did you see it? On the other side of the pub, captured on a customer's phone, the menu chalkboard violently swings side to side. This spirit was obviously not a fan of the specials that day. We may never know why ghosts like to hang around in bars. All we know is that they've all been caught on camera. Not all paranormal activity is the stuff of nightmares. We head now down under to Australia, to a remote region of New South Wales. So remote, the broadband is a bit patchy.
My name's Matt Kane. I hire machinery all across the country. We live in New South Wales in Australia. It's in the middle of nowhere. We're about 45 minutes from the closest town. But there's no one around. We're out here all alone. I don't believe in the paranormal at all, or never did. Things recently have sort of changed my mind a little bit. I watch TV with the lights on now at night. So the camera was set up to catch my son stealing food out of the cupboard at night. And my wife and I were laying in bed one night and we heard the little critter get up. So my wife thought she'd check the cameras to see what was going on out there. She sort of gave me a nudge and said, "Hey, what's this?" What we saw was unexplainable.
That's completely mental.
I am blown away by that. Can you play that again?
Oh my God.
He just comes out of nowhere.
She showed me this footage of what I can only explain as like an apparition appearing and walking our dog. What is that? It just took my breath away. She said, are you going to go out there? And I said, oh, not a chance in hell. No matter how many times we replayed the thing, and I said to my wife, did you get up last night? Were you up? And she goes, no, like we all went to bed early. I don't know, even if she did get up, we can't figure out where it comes from. It looked like it was on a mission. The apparition looked tall and freaky. The apparition, ghost, whatever you want to call it, was definitely human shape. You can see the arms swinging as it walks. You can see the way it's postured, the outline of the head. The figure definitely looked like it was walking our dog. And our dog looked calm enough as if it knew who was walking it as well. How it just appears out of the cabinet. That cabinet houses all my dead father's memorabilia. Right next to the cabinet is the cross from where my father died in a car accident. It had never been in the house. It used to live at my auntie's house. And we put it next to this cabinet, and then a couple of weeks later, or a month or so, this apparition appeared. I really hope it's my father. I've been asking my father to come back and say g'day for 21 years. I really couldn't believe what we got on the camera that night.
There is no doubt in my mind that this isn't anything but a spiritual presence. I mean, if I had captured that myself on my home security system, I'd be like, wow, that is almost like the holy grail of catching some kind of spiritual being on camera.
I think this is really exciting evidence. I really like this one. Many people have had really compelling experiences with animals and the spirit world. There's a good background behind animals interacting with the dead as if they were still living and having no problem with that.
Wherever the dead lay, or wherever the dead's ashes are, it does open like a spiritual door and become that little entry and exit point there.
The only possible explanation that we've got going on here is that it's something to do with the CCTV system. So this is one of those rare times where I see footage like this and I get genuinely excited about what it might be.
All around the world, people are capturing the unusual on their mobile phones. Our next story in the US is no different. Just a few miles outside of Saginaw, Michigan, lives a man called Casey. Casey chose not to be on our camera, but has been prolific on his social media platforms, posting the terrifying moments he'd caught on his camera in the woods surrounding his property. It's a wintry night in Michigan State, and all is not well outside.
For whatever reason, they're pretty close to the house this morning.
Whoa, what the hell was that?
Sounds like a dinosaur.
Just out of sight, like usual.
That sounds like a lion.
Creepy. Creepy sound.
I gotta get to the truck to get to work. I don't really want to leave this porch.
Wow, he's scared. So this Casey's convinced that he's trying to communicate with something. He thinks that there's something out there in his garden, I guess.
We can't discount the fact that these are animal sounds. In the wilds of Michigan, there's the possibility that we're dealing with any number of possible animals.
Well, she just woke me up again and said she heard it on the roof. And this time, so did I, so you can get out there.
A different night, and poor Casey has been awoken by movement.
Have a look. Okay. Get the other side. Oh, damn.
Oh, no.
Oh, damn.
What?
Holy shit, all right.
That was a pair of eyes.
Shit!
Holy shit, all right. Oh,
That seriously looked like someone's head.
I mean, seriously. What?
holy shit, all right. Son of a bitch is one on the other side of the house.
Oh my God, dude, that's like a carcass. That is a skeleton of something.
That's brilliant.
Holy
I love
shit,
that.
all right. What the hell? Where'd it go? What is that?
That's a roof carcass.
Casey's terrifying rooftop present is sadly not the last we see of the creepy cryptids in his woods. It's not just in Michigan where strange glowing eyes are staring down humans in their backyards. All over the world, strange animalistic behaviour is being captured on camera. On the Gold Coast, Australia, this frosty feline is taking their neighbourhood watch duties a bit too far.
Yo, the neighbor's cat is a stalker, bro. You crazy.
Doesn't that cat know it's impolite to stare? Not all animals are so rude. In New Jersey, this homeowner is barely worried a wild animal is sitting on her doorstep. You see why when it forgets his manners and kindly closes the door behind itself. Maybe he could have at least wiped his feet.
I know I'm not tripping. What the fuck?
In Georgia, USA, this man's best friend really is a good boy. We can't explain the dog's motives, but as long as he doesn't bark up the wrong tree, he should be fine.
Man, Sean, it's a dog on a riding lawnmower cutting the fucking grass.
After receiving a demonic scratch on his back, explorer Lamar has decided to return to the scene of the vicious attack with his partner Chelsea.
I felt a severe need to go back and confront whatever is lingering there.
But I didn't want to go back.
In that moment, I was nervous, I was scared for my safety and your safety.
I looked into the forest and I was like, are we really doing this right now? He's like, we're here, we just drove the long drive, like, let's just do it.
Walking up to the house itself during, after hours of just full-on daylight, it was crazy because I was just walking up and before even we were looking into the windows, we heard the scream. And it sounded like at first could have been an animal upstairs, and then we kind of heard it again.
Screaming. Oh my God.
Oh, you can hear that scream.
Wow, well, that would unnerve anyone.
Whoa, that was a disembodied voice. I think it was a scream.
That's a woman.
Where it was like a full-on human scream. I thought a woman was bleeding out there.
It sounded like it came from upstairs. Oh my gosh.
My face would have done exactly the same as that. That's like a whoa. That was a super loud scream, and actually it sounded closer than the screams before.
Oh my God. But then, it just turned into just, whoa, like we gotta go in now.
I know. Oh my God. I knew this was a bad idea.
But at the same time, it was just, should we? It was just unbelievable.
So we went into the house and I just kind of tunnel visioned myself and said, like, let's just do this.
We're explorers. Do not attack. So upon going in, this was where things kind of took a turn. Anybody in that room?
Oh my God! Come here.
Chelsea, let's get the guy here now.
Oh my God! Get out! Go!
Babe, are you still behind me?
Over 1,000 miles west, back in Michigan,
You can get out there.
Casey has been visited by a strange anonymous creature on numerous occasions.
Oh, damn.
And one has just left what appears to be an animal carcass on his roof.
Where'd it go? What is that?
The thing is, at first I thought, oh, it's going to be an animal. It's like a cat, a fox, a raccoon, or whatever. But this is not. This looks more human. This has a very large head and 2 glowing eyes, almost alien-like. I even think Kieran's going to struggle to debunk this one.
I approach these sorts of footage actually quite cynically, because you're dealing with the claims of cryptozoology, some fantastical creature. We get some what looks like genuine footage of something looking directly at Casey. Fantastic.
And there is like a carcass, a huge skeleton. I mean, is this some kind of offering? Is this a gift from these things?
They're all over the damn place again tonight.
Casey's horror does not end there.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep walking towards it. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, there's like glowing eyes there. Something's reflecting the light back from his camera.
All right, whatever you are, you need to leave. Stay out of this place. This is our home.
Yeah, you can see a head, you can see 2 glowing eyes looking back. It doesn't look like an animal.
It's hard to make out.
You leave now.
Casey decides to take hold of the situation.
Yeah, it's a shame it's so grainy, because I'm a little bit suspicious of that.
They certainly looked humanoid, or at least bipedal in shape, but I can't pin down what they are. The footage is a bit blurry, and of course it's dark. And when you have those things conspiring against you, that evidence is never going to be crystal clear.
It could be an animal, but it just doesn't fit with me. I think this looks like an extraterrestrial being or some form of skinwalker or cryptid, something that we just haven't seen before.
Guess we'll probably never know what was surrounding Casey's property. All we know is that it was caught on camera. Back at the pub in Nuneaton, a pint-pushing poltergeist was caught on CCTV shocking the regulars. But that wasn't the end of it.
4 months later, on the same table, it was a Tuesday night about 6 o'clock when it happened. The 3 people on the table were my good friends. I got a phone call from a friend saying that a glass had exploded.
That just explodes. That actually made me jump.
That's very weird when you just get a glass exploding like that.
I obviously went straight onto the CCTV because I didn't believe it had happened. That was what threw me quite a bit towards thinking it was paranormal. As you can see in the video, all of them were absolutely amazed with what had happened. I mean, the person whose pint was, he looked quite scared. But everyone on the table was trying to blame everyone else. I did have to reimburse him a new pint. Very hard to blame him for what had happened. It's happened to us before when we've poured pints when they've come out of a warm dishwasher and we put cold liquid into it, but it happens instantly. But this time it had happened probably about half an hour after he'd had his pint. He drank half his pint and then it just suddenly exploded. Both incidents happened with the same person on the table. The first one, his drink slid off the table, and the second one, he was on the table at the time. So he was sitting here, and he got the blame from the gentleman whose glass it was that exploded. When I first saw the clip, I obviously went back to the first original clip, and then obviously we put 2 and 2 together, and it did start to worry me a little bit. And I haven't got any explanation to what it could have been, apart from paranormal. But everything seems to be happening on this table, which is quite strange. A few of the good locals, they informed me that an old landlord called Dave used to live above the property, and he suddenly died upstairs. It's made us think that it could actually be him. He seems to be going for one particular brand of drink as well. So maybe Dave doesn't like that type of beer. I was told by the locals that Dave was a bit of a cheeky chappy. So we are putting it down to he is just having us all on. It has made me open my eyes a little bit wider to obviously the paranormal. I mean, luckily, and he's not doing anything to harm us, he's just making us lose alcohol.
That was incredible. I think it is pretty compelling that this was exactly the same table that the other pint glass mysteriously slid off from.
In my opinion, there's more than one spirit in the place, and I think a few of them were drinkers that used to always sit in the same place, and when somebody else is sat there, they really don't like it.
We're dealing with potentially a hot glass with cold liquid in it. However, what's really interesting about this footage is the beer is actually halfway down the glass, so it gives the impression that even if it was a hotter glass, it will have cooled down by that point. And so it's very, very difficult to come up with an explanation.
It hasn't changed the way we feel about the pub. I mean, if he is there, he isn't doing anything to harm us, so we'll just let him carry on what he's doing.
Across the globe, unidentifiable flying objects are captured on cameras every day. And parts of the UK are no exception. This is Aldershot, a town just 35 miles west of London, surrounded by beautiful countryside and the sighting of an alleged UFO crash. The owner of the following clips wishes to remain anonymous. He was out walking one evening and claims he saw white lights and potentially something falling from the sky. The next day, he went to what he thought may have been the crash site.
Finally found proof of UFOs. It's all been cornered off, sectioned off. You're not allowed nowhere near it.
It's not like a big pond. Or is it? Oh my God, what is it?
That's massive. I mean, it actually looks like a massive dome.
There's people up here all looking at it. Thought I saw it land last night.
If that's real, that is incredible, but it looks massive. It's like the size of a football pitch.
So the government are trying to hide this. So
this is brilliant. He's actually caught a UFO.
I've managed to get up to here where you can't be seen.
Go on then, you've actually captured footage of a flying saucer and you're not going any closer to it. What? Go and investigate, come on. Yeah, I'd be right there, right up to it.
And, well, there you go. There's the proof yourself. It's all cornered off.
I mean, that's the holy grail of flying saucer footage. You would do everything and anything you could do to get closer to that. And also, you'd zoom in. He hasn't even zoomed in.
It's all fenced off now. This is all burnt out from where it come over last night. They're trying to hide all evidence of it.
If they're trying to cordon it off, they're not doing a great job.
But this crash landed last night. But it's all fenced off. They're trying to keep you away from it. But I've managed to infiltrate it.
If this footage is real, it'd be absolutely incredible, but I honestly don't think so. You just see this white dome-like structure, and it could be anything. It could have been a party tent, for all I know. I don't think Kieran's going to think much of this one.
There is a flying saucer on the ground, and it is the most impressive footage I have ever seen, filmed by the worst investigator that I've ever seen.
So the government are trying to hide this.
It looks rather more like a deflated weather balloon to me.
There's people up here all looking at it.
Our man claims to have been followed by men in suits for the rest of the day.
Thought I saw it land last night.
I completely understand why the guy that sent this in wants to remain anonymous. I mean, he's claiming that he's being stalked and chased by men in black and these guys in suits and stuff. I think it's all there to try and build some hype around this video and potentially give him more likes on YouTube.
Do you think this is real evidence of UFOs coming to Earth or an elaborate hoax? You decide. All over the world, strange sightings in the sky are being captured on camera.
What is that?
Are you videoing?
Yeah.
In Texas, this strange unidentifiable ring was seen moving across the late evening sky.
You can see the clouds through it.
It's just like a smoke ring. It looks like smoke.
Well, it should have dissipated. Hold on, hold this for me.
Is this evidence of alien life visiting us here on Earth? Or is it simply a gaggle of migratory birds going around in circles?
Those aren't birds.
Like a smoke ring.
Yeah.
Circular UFO sightings don't stop there. In South Dakota, this peculiar plume of smoke was seen circling downtown Sioux Falls. The person who captured this alleged UFO claims whatever it was disappeared into thin air as it plummeted towards Earth.
Wow, there it is. What's that thing falling? Look.
Dangerous daredevil flying a stunt plane, or something else that we just can't explain.
Yeah, why is there a tornado in our paddock wrecking all our hay?
15,000 kilometres away in Tooradin, Australia.
It's our hay up in the sky. I have never seen anything like this. I think it's coming towards us. I think maybe we should move.
Curious, our contributor began filming the paddock on their phone.
Whoa, guys, you're all right. Stay here with me, Doc. Because the horses are getting worried.
What she captured was truly remarkable. Tons of hay and grass astonishingly circling the fields high up in the sky.
It is over there. It's wrecking all our hay.
The owner of this footage believes this was unexplainable and luckily all caught on camera. Could it be an otherworldly creature taking from Earth whatever they want? Or is it simply a dust devil, a common occurrence across the dry lands of Australia? You decide. Back in Canada, paranormal researchers Lamar and Chelsea are revisiting an old, long-abandoned house in the heartlands of Nova Scotia. After hearing deathly screams from outside,
Hello?
They've decided to take a leap of faith and go in.
Anybody in that room? And we were hearing kind of footsteps, like very slight footsteps and kind of things moving. Could have been animals outside. Somebody in here? Oh my God.
No.
Charles, there's a candle set up here.
What the actual... Yeah, that's proper weird. Seriously, that is creepy.
Wow, there's some kind of ritual going on there. Could well be satanic, actually. And the screaming would also fit in with that.
Someone has to be in the house, and those screams we heard were actual people then, babe.
I think someone was there prior to us arriving, noticed us, and then dipped out, went somewhere, or was hiding in the bush.
Chelsea, be very careful. They could be in the house. Chelsea, they could literally be in the house. Stay quiet.
They were burning for quite some time. Like, there was a lot of wax melted, and yeah, it was shocking just to see it in that room, but not to see anyone else there.
Somebody up there?
Like, I'm not even scared about an entity right now. I'm scared about real people.
Oh, they're very clear.
You can hear footsteps. There are footsteps coming from above them.
Who's up there? Come. Oh my God, Jules. No one's here. No one's here. Holy.
We didn't see a single person. No alive person would actually be able to escape us that quick, being that silent.
I'm literally mind boggled right now. That was right above us. How could they have escaped? Shine your light, shine your light, shine your light.
I went down the stairs and noticed this weird movement.
Who's down there?
Come here. Chels, the candles are out.
Ah, no, no. I'm out of there.
Well, I think that's their sign to get out.
All the candles have gone out and they were both upstairs, so there's clearly someone or something in that house with them.
All of the candles are out. Within the time we heard those footsteps, we went up, didn't see anybody, and then within like a few minutes, those candles were burnt out. Now, we're getting out of here.
Seriously?
Like right now.
Okay.
Like literally, I don't want to stay in here.
There were no windows, there are no doors to that place. Everything is fully open. So it could have been the wind for sure. But to be honest, like it wasn't really windy that night.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Oh!
Okay, I want to go.
Oh my God! Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out! Get out, go, go, go! Oh my God!
Babe, are you still behind me?
It shocked us. We heard something get thrown, and then all of a sudden, this gasp, this moan.
Like screech.
Oh my God! Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out!
Oh my God, I think I'm having an asthma attack.
Just sit down. Just sit down for a second, okay? Just take a breather.
We didn't know where we were going. It was pitch black. We had some light with us, but it was deep, dense forest. So we were just trekking through the trail, just trying to find our way back to the car. I had to put the camera down because I was having an asthma attack with just a panic, not knowing what was going on. We're never going back to this house, ever.
God.
The whole time, every single time we've been to this house, it's never wanted us there, ever.
I don't know, and I don't have an explanation as to why those candles went out like that. That someone must have blown them out, or was it something? Potentially, there was a spirit being in there.
Two possible explanations. One, that you've got an abandoned house that is exposed to the elements and therefore wind could have caused all of the candles to go out. Or there is somebody simply playing a trick on them.
This could be some kind of satanic worship that's taking place there. It could be somebody living that's lit those candles and they're still in the building. Team that up with the screaming, and oh my God, potentially quite a dangerous situation. In my mind, I would say that is definitely spiritual activity.
It was probably one of the most scariest nights to this day.
We haven't returned.
We haven't
gone anywhere near that property. That place scares me.
This entity, whatever it was, definitely followed us, but it's now fully gone. We've done multiple cleansings. We've done protection things where we're kind of like banishing these from our lives. So it actually kind of feels clear with us right now.
Never did I ever think we were going to catch anything like that. So it was amazing that we caught that on camera.